Welcome back to another tutorial, dear watchers. Just like I said in the previous video, how to stop Rock Golems as a standalone video is here. So, Rock Golem PvP splits into early game and late game, and then it splits again into online PvP and offline PvP. Late game, offline. Tech turrets will deal with them pretty nicely, so you don't even have to worry about it. People can't soak your tech turrets with Rock Golems. Late game online. I don't think you need this, but all the heavy hidden dinos will do just fine. And all the explosive you got will destroy the Rock Golems. Let's start with a Giga. Any level Giga will destroy any Rock Golems easily. Then we got a Rex. It won't be like the Giga, but still it will do some damage. Also, Terry is another option, does similar damage with the Rex. And then anything with a bleed damage will do wonders. Carno bleed damage is absolutely destroying this Rock Golem. Look at this. Also, Deinonychus works nicely. Its bleed damage is different, but still not bad. Now new and old wyverns. This actually lands both early and late game. But just imagine late game wyverns being a lot more stronger. Maybe 3 times more damage. Alright, let's start. And this is another dino that goes both early and late. This one has pretty high melee. It's almost as high as what people has on official servers. Velanosaur does insane damage, but also it falls into offline PvP against Rock Golems too. Its range is pretty short and turret mode has generic attack, which means it doesn't get affected by how high its melee. But still, look at this DPS. Good HP and good stamp. Turret mode Velos are pretty good against Rock Golems. And just like tech turrets, tech rifle will do good damage to golems. Guns for Rock Golems are useless. They do almost no damage. Also, let's not forget the Pteranodon is their worst enemy. You need to kill the Golem Rider, so you can focus the Golem. For that, you can just pick the Golem Rider with any fast flyer, and then drop them to the ground, or bring them to your turrets. So, let's check the explosives. First, we fire a rocket. Also, it matters where your rockets hits. Now the C4, just one. You'll do the math with more. On the golem or on the ground does the same damage. Well, a cannon won't be very easy to use, but still, let's check that damage. And one more thing, this is the only non-explosive thing that does some damage. Alright, I know no one uses this, but this looks cool. Picking the golem and going far away is also another option. And now, late game is pretty much done. And that leaves us with the question of early game. At early game, Rock Golems are the ultimate soakers. Easy to use and very powerful. Early game online, well, you can do anything I just said if you have them. Gigas and Tech Turrets will not be in your arsenal, but you can still have Pteranodons, RGs, Carnos and Deinos. Rockets and C4s in your base. Just neutralize the Golem Rider and blow up the Golem. It's a rock elemental, so it's made of rock. That's the idea. Just think about the stuff that can destroy rocks. Unfortunately, Ankylo or Doedicurus doesn't do any kind of unexpected damage. But this Ankylo is doing not too bad actually. But I wish they were doing a lot of damage. That could be really fun. Early game offline. Now, this is the point of this video. At early game, you can grind like crazy, reach level 100, get the heavy turrets, farm a lot of ARB, build a decent sized base with everything, and then few people who are not even above the level 80 can raid you easily with a Rock Golem. That is quite the description you might say, because this happened to me few times. So, when you're offline, when you don't have the tech turrets, what can you do to slow down Rock Golem raiders? These people who don't even bother building a base, get into level 100. These people who just rush and tame a golem and then start going around looking for bases. What can we do to stop these people? We will pair up auto turrets with plant X turrets, and we will line them up so perfectly they won't be able to soak auto turrets first and then destroy the plants easily after. They will shoot together. To do that, I went looking for ranges. Also, I built this test area. So, on high, auto turrets will shoot perfectly in 20 foundations distance. On high, plant X turrets will shoot perfectly in 16 foundations distance. ARK being ARK, sometimes they can shoot far away if they are not facing the target directly. I think something is wrong there, but we're just gonna ignore that. So, this is 16 foundations away, and all the plant is shooting. And now this is 14 foundations, little less than 14, 13 and a half. On medium, auto turrets almost have the same range of plant X turrets on high. Plant X will have a little bit more range, but that works for us. It's okay if the plant X is shooting but auto turret isn't. It's very not okay if auto turret is shooting and plant X isn't. So at the very early game, you can place them side by side and set the auto turrets on medium and plant X turrets on high. This way they will have the same range, and when the raid bring their Rock Golem to soak your turrets, they will face the plant X turrets too, which they can't soak them. They can't sustain that. That will be too difficult. And then of course the raiders will move to removing the plant X turrets. Now here you should always armor your plant X turrets, either with foundations like this or with fence supports. If you want more detailed information about armored plant X turrets, go and watch this video. So this medium range auto turrets and high range plant X turrets will only work at very early game when nobody has a tech rifle. After a week or so, you must have your auto turrets on high. But when that happens, they can just soak your turrets from 20 foundations away, and your plant X turrets will not shoot a single shot because of their range being 16 foundations. Now, what we need to do is build your plant X turrets 4 foundations away, like this. You should count 4 or 5 foundations and place the plant X turrets. This is 21 foundations away from the auto turret's range, and plants are shooting, which it's fine, they can't be soaked. But when we move 1 foundation closer, everything starts shooting together in harmony. And now, again, they will have to destroy every single plant X turrets to start soaking your auto turrets. There is only one way to destroy the plant X turrets now. They can't run it. They will most likely die to your turrets, your heavy turrets. And they can't fire a rocket. Turrets will blow them up. They can't throw rocks with their Rock Golems because plant X is armored. How to armor your plant X was the previous video. You can go watch that or just see the cards here. It should be here right now. And also, it should be very difficult to tech rifle the plants because of structure damage range on tech rifles. Now, they need a good crossbow and a lot of flame arrows just to start soaking. This might save you an hour or 2 if they are not prepared enough. I moved the plants closer to the turrets. So now plant X is sitting on the 4 foundations away. Only now they won't shoot outside of the auto turret range. But they are shooting with auto turrets without a problem. Only the one at the most right is not shooting. So that means bare minimum is 4 foundations away. You can build farther, but you can't build closer than 4 foundations. Also, auto turrets and the heavy turrets has the same exact range. The reason why I use auto turrets in this test is they shoot slower. So I won't have to replace ammo all the time. So, that's all I have to say about how to stop Rock Golems. If I forgot to mention something, make sure to remind us that in the comments. Thank you for watching, dear watchers. See you on the next video.